Bonjour guys, welcome to our very first FIFA 19 starter squad builder. Today for you, Vincent and I, we have created an awesome cheap Premier League squad builder for you guys to use at the start of FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. Please boys, bear in mind, we have created this squad on Photoshop. This took us a lot of time to create, so if you guys appreciate the work, make sure to let us know in the comment section or by smashing a big like on the video. That would be greatly appreciated. So Vincent, why this team we're gonna show you is super overpowered. So bros, this is the Premier League. First of all, we all know in every FIFA the Premier League is one of the most overpowered league to start up with FIFA, and nevertheless, like Liam mentioned, we are not the expert of Photoshop, so please boys, bear in mind, we did the best we could have done with that squad builder. The goalkeeper will be Nick Pope. So Vincent, the goalkeeper, you asked me, is he good, is he not good? Nick Pope, for my prediction, is gonna get an 81 rated card. He will potentially be a gold rare player. My opinion about that card is pretty tall. His stats look pretty good. Nevertheless, boys, goalkeepers on every FIFA Ultimate Team, sometimes they are a little bit weird. Sometimes they are way too OP or they are complete crap. Yeah, it's it on me. He's one of the most overpowered right back, and I think he'll be one of the cheapest at the start of FIFA 19 in the Premier League. So if you guys are thinking about rocking the Premier League side, definitely keep Cedric in your sheet of paper, because that guy is a well-rounded right back. He's not the fastest, he will not be the slowest, he's not the strongest, he's well-rounded. He's well-rounded. I will put him above average, but there's as well Zabacosta if you're looking for a cheaper option, maybe as well in the Premier League. But bros, bear in mind, the Premier League is always the most expensive league to use players in at the start of FIFA 19. Bear that in mind. So now bros, the first center back is gonna be Kurt Zouma. He just transferred for like a season on loan to Everton. Is as well as gonna get a once to watch. So if you guys are investors out there, potentially this could be a decent card to pick it up if he gets a once to watch. Yes. Nevertheless, 69 pace looks pretty good in my opinion. Decent strength, decent defending, decent physicality. I think his price will be less than 10,000 coins. Between 5k to 10k approximately. Yeah, after we cannot really predict the market of FIFA 19 bros. Nevertheless, the second center back will be, I think, one of the most OP center back at the start of every FIFA. You guys know him, the beast Christian Cabasele. He's gonna be over 70 pace, decent physicality, decent defending, guys. If there's one thing, one little advice I can give you right now, make sure to pick that guy as soon as you can. I reckon his price will go over 10,000 coins. A lot of people know that guy is really overpowered, so make sure if you have the coins, pick him up. Like that, after he's gonna be hella cheap. Cabasele is definitely one of the best options you can go for the center back position in the Premier League, especially at the start. Now let's move on to the left back, and he gives a great link to Ziegler. Sorry bros if I mispronounce his name. Ziegler, pretty tall, decent pace, decent defending, decent physicality, a well-rounded left back. This is a great option if you're starting a Premier League team, because it's gonna be pretty cheap. But once again, full backs, left back or right back at the start of FIFA 19 will be pretty expensive, because there's a lot of demand, not a lot of offer. Exactly, there's not too many good left backs and right backs into the game. So bros, it will be a little bit expensive, but hella worth it if you ask me. So now bros, we have seen the defense. I think the defense is really strong, decent pace, decent defending, and decent physicality for the first couple of weeks of FIFA 19. First few days. You're Gucci. You're really good to go with. Now let's move on to the midfield. We're gonna talk about one of Vincent's favorite player, Leroy Fer. I cannot put any word to describe how good Leroy Fer is. Bros, it will cost you, I will reckon, between 5 to 10,000 coins. It's like Cabasele. Whenever you have the coins, trust your boy. Trust me boys. Trust me, pick him up and he's gonna do the work in the midfield. And it's really important at the start to have a really strong, good midfield, because if you don't have a good midfield, then guess what? You're gonna break that controller. So please boys, bear in mind, Leroy Fer, less than 10,000 coins, he will do the job perfectly for you. This is honestly a must buy. If there's one player I will advise you in the team, Leroy Fer,
definitely. Man, the next player, Amarte, is gonna be more as a center defensive mid for that midfield.
Exactly, so we picked it up the 4-3-2-1 formation, so there's 3 center mids, but in my mind, Amarte plays more the center defensive mid role because his defending stats is absolutely incredible with his physicality, decent pace as well. I reckon he will be pretty cheap as well at the start of the game because he's not that tall. But with Loresan and Mario Lemina, you need someone with a really good in the air, with a good physicality. Amarte is gonna be your guy, is gonna be hella cheap as well. So now Mario Lemina, a decent player in real life, well-rounded as well. In FIFA 19, I think he will be like the cheap Tolisso kind of a player. A cheap Tolisso, decent pace, decent shooting, decent physicality, decent defending. His passing abilities is quite good, but nevertheless, this type of midfielders for the first week, they are okay, but then after they can become a problem. So the first few days is gonna be good for you, but then after make sure you guys upgrade him into a better center.
Definitely improve. So now the forwards, as you can see, boys, we decided to put one left forward, one right forward. We're gonna start with the left forward, George, Kevin, and Kudu. Pacey, really pacey, boys. I think he's gonna be the cheap Anthony Martial. Basically, how to describe him? Cheap Anthony Martial. Then the right forward. I know, guys, that might be a little bit confusing for you, but that guy can be like Xherdan Shaqiri 2.0.
He is the cheap Xherdan Shaqiri. I wanted to put Xherdan Shaqiri into the team, but Xherdan Shaqiri playing for Liverpool, he is really overpowered every single FIFA. 4-star skills, 4-star skill move, 4-star weak foot, left-footed on the right foot. I mean, this is gonna be too expensive at the start. He's gonna be hella good, but too expensive. So yeah, Jahan Kabanish, if I pronounce his name right, he played like a baller last season for his club. I think that was AZ Alkmaar in Holland. I could be wrong in Eredivisie.
But what would be interesting about that card?
I mean, double 4 stars and decent pace, decent shooting. It will be quite cheap at the start, but once again, after a few weeks into the game, make sure you guys improve to someone like Xherdan Shaqiri,
Sadio Mane, if you're lucky enough to pack him, boys. And after, if you're lucky enough to pack one of the big Premier League players such as Mo Salah, for example, and N'Golo Kante, Paul Pogba, make sure to put him in the squad, brothers, and enjoy with the banana. Those type of players, bros. Because at the start of FIFA, this is what I love. You know, playing with Paul Pogba, N'Golo Kante, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane. It will be really good, bros. I'm really excited. But nevertheless, we're gonna talk about the striker, Mame Biram Diouf. The sweat by definition.
I mean, every single FIFA, Mame Biram Diouf is always that card for me that I always try to pick it up either in my starting 11 or either as a super sub. This card is a glitch, is a game breaker, decent pace, decent shooting. His pace is actually more than decent. It's like 84, 85. In games, he feels a lot faster than this. Then after, his physicality is pretty good as well. He can do really good headers. But what I like about this card, the combination of his pace, of his height, and his shooting ability,
and his physicality.
And his physicality makes him one of the best cheap overpowered striker in the Premier League. I reckon his price will be around 5 to 10,000 coins at the start.
Hella cheap for striker in the Premier League.
It's really cheap, but at the start of the game, it's still a little bit of coins. So, bros, my price prediction for the squad, we put it cheap starter team. If you decide to go with a Premier League team, it's not gonna be that cheap, right? Premier League, it's one of the most overhyped league in FIFA every single year. So the players you're gonna pick it up are gonna be more expensive than other leagues. But there are some people say this is a better league because the players are more overpowered. I reckon the price of the squad will be between 40,000 coins to 50,000 coins.
Right at the start, really, bros, right at the start, because after a few days after FIFA 19 will be released, those type of players, they will go up, then after they will drop down in price like mad. So I reckon if you're watching this video around October, mid-October, this team will cost you less than 30,000 coins. This is my prediction, brothers. After, we hope that you enjoy this Premier League starter squad. Bear in mind, guys, this is the first out of a series that we're gonna do out of those starter squad. Maybe next one we can do the Calcio A League 1.
Why not?
Calcio A. Why not? Because really overpowered league.
Players.
Bundesliga as well, why not? And as well, brothers, don't forget to leave a like on that video if you appreciate the effort of that Photoshop. Bear in mind, brothers, we are not Photoshop expert, but we did our best, and sometimes the best that you can do, it's
the best you can do,
basically, guys. And yeah, as well, if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button to never ever miss a new upload from us. My name is Vincent.
My name is Liam. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys are gonna use some of those players in your starter squad, or at least those players can give you an idea for an hybrid or whatever. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it was, do not forget to let us know in the comment section. Nevertheless, boys, it's been your boy Liam. Catch you guys tomorrow for a stream and potentially a video, bros. Au revoir.